So, yes, and I still have lots I want to talk to you about this, Janos. Can't you come to New York?
I'd love to.
And we'll have you live with Lynne, and we'll just come over here every day and
have a theory discussion.
And have a theory discussion every day. All right. Janos wrote to me, and he said he suggested that the altitude indications might be useful in lava notation. And then we had a little bit of a back and forth, and then he wrote and said an idea, one of the reasons was because he thought it might be a better way of indicating distance than Anne's X and the diamond thing. And I'm going to let Janos go ahead and explain further what he meant when he wrote back to me about that.
Actually, I thought that it might be better because it separates the concept. And the N's indication, first of all, we are very much used to that indication that when in the support column there is an X, it means that the leg is nearer to the other one. I will show it. Actually, it is only on the picture you sent me.
Right.
But still, if we indicate
the second...
one,
it's on the second.
This one,
Yeah.
and for a very long time, it meant that one leg is nearer to the other than 45 degrees.
Right, so...
Something like that.
Okay.
So, and it is so much deep in our knowledge, understanding, that I wouldn't be very much willing to change it to N's new rule. Because it is not just we have learned it is very easy to write this one.
And you...
If I make a diamond around it, the whole notation gets much more bigger. It can be mixed. So if I'd love to teach a student that this is from now this one and this one want to be different thing, they get crazy immediately.
You
So
say what?
They get crazy. So I wouldn't be able to explain that this means something else than this one. So two very, very similar indication meaning different things, and then one means that this is 45 degrees but near to the ground, and this is the meaning of this indication is that one that we've learned before, that the legs gets nearer to each other. I think it is not very clear.
Well, wait a
So
minute. Is that what she said? Wait a minute. Am I the diamond means, when she was talking about the diamond, the diamond means how far the feet are off from the floor. Floor.
Apart, yes.
Not apart from each other, but how far the foot is. Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on.
No. The diamond means, do you have this, this picture too? You sent me picture too.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
So
And
it's
the lower,
the bottom one,
which is on the bottom.
right?
This is what the diamond one to me.
No, I don't think that's what she meant.
she isn't like one is that it's closer between the two.
Can he see you? I don't think he can. But make it maybe your hand. Pretend this is the floor.
So this is the support. This is the support, and this is the floor. So this is 45, right?
Yes.
So for the X, I think she means it's lower, right?
This is for the diamond.
Right. That she's saying
that was previously what you were showing.
The diamond means how far this is from this, right? That this distance, the one with the diamond. The one with the plain X says how far this is in relationship to this.
No, this is the X, and the diamond is that when it's coming too near to the other one.
Is that
There's a one that on
misunderstand.
there's a one she explained on the when you
All right,
jump in the air.
Oh, go ahead.
No. The X wants to mean the altitude.
The X.
what?
In the new, what Anne was proposing in the new book. And
Uh-huh.
the diamond is what May is showing us.
I think let me put this. Let me read.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Now this was. I should have made sure. Oh, this was the paper.
Yeah.
The paper that you referred me to, and in your writing, and let me read to you.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know if I go.
A little bit higher. Yes.
Okay. Now you see these different ones, the different examples.
Yes. But yeah.
These. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to read to you what she wrote. Okay.
Yes, and there are diamonds in the. I cannot see the.
Okay. Let's do this. Could you?
Examples are not funny.
You know what we could do is let's write it down.
Can I just say something while you're writing it down?
Yes, sure.
Is that we have this big discussion at the Bureau about updating scores.
Yes.
If I read a score with a diamond in, I
Yes.
assume it means something. But if you learned it at another period, you have another meaning
Yes.
for what it means.
Yes.
And Sandra says, well, you have to know the year that it was notated, go to
Yes.
all the written material at that period to know how to interpret it.
Yes.
Okay, as the writer, I
remember this,
have to put an asterisk to say, check this, because of whatever the reason. It gets so complicated. You
Yes.
can't, and this is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Yes, except that I'm writing and I'm trying to read it to say something. Except that most people now do not. They have the 4th edition, and that's how what they're using now to learn Laban notation, and it is what it is. That's what people use. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong because there.
Can you hear?
Yes.
There are some people still using the version 3, so that's why you need to, the 3rd edition.
Well, you're going to have to say which edition you use. It
Yeah,
always comes
yeah.
down to that. Okay.
Correct.
All right. Now, wait a minute. I'm trying to just 4G.
Can I just another question? X always means a distance measurement.
Yes.
Always.
No.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
going to mean size.
No, it's a distance. Because if your legs are like this,
Space measurement.
if your legs are open like this, it's the distance between.
It's a measurement sign.
it's
What
a
about if I go
I
like
haven't
this?
finished.
I'm sorry.
The X is a measurement sign, and
Yes.
here is the measurement of the angle.
Right.
So it's a measurement sign.
But it's a measurement sign because
it's always a measurement sign, no matter where you use it. Always.
right. But it doesn't necessarily mean distance. Here I'm making
I
an
meant a
X.
measurement sign.
Because distance can mean, if I go
It's a
like this, I'm
measurement
making
sign.
a small
It's a measurement
circle.
sign.
Right.
Well, actually, there was an equalizing where that it was the X is space measurement. Somebody wanted to use it as time measurement, and then it was cancelled. So that term was used that the X is space measurement sign.
Oh well, I wrote that once, and Anne wrote in the minutes, and
Yes.
Anne wrote and corrected me. She says it's not a space measurement; it's a measurement sign
Oh,
because. She didn't say because, but you use X in different ways, not necessarily having to do with
spatially.
spatially. A small amount, I guess I'm trying to think of examples. Well, anyway, it's a side point.
asked a
All right,
question.
so I didn't do this correct. But, all right, so
Yes.
here is this, and I'm going to hold this to you. So she says,
Yes. Yes.
all right, now Anne said, in the past, the use of the plain sign, e.g. and X, could sometimes be confusing. In the support column, the X would indicate the length of the next step. I didn't write this out. That's 4C, but we know that's in the support column.
Yes. Yes.
In the gesture column, it conveys the flex state of the limb. I didn't write that out here, but you know what it is, 4D.
Yeah.
To show the distance of the leg to the floor, the X would be placed in the support column, the distance from the floor.
Yes.
For E and for F, which is with the leg bent. I didn't write that one out, okay? Anne said that putting the sign in a diamond, now of course I'm doing these minutes, maybe I misinterpreted. Anne said that putting the sign in a diamond to show the distance from the floor clarifies the notation and makes it easier to read. So she's saying that the X means, the X in the diamond means the distance from the floor.
And without diamond?
And without a diamond would mean...
The same. You said the same before.
Oh. The distance from the floor and the distance...
Okay. So with... I'm reading the thread here.
Okay, I'm going to put this down.
For Janos, symbol that 1x without a diamond is the distance of a leg gesture from the floor.
Yes.
Right.
And then with the diamond is the distance of leg from... Oh, that's the same thing for both, actually. So third edition and fourth edition, the difference, it means the same thing, but the difference just...
It's intent. Well,
additions that are different.
I think that I was thinking about this morning, and we really are talking about three different things that we need to be able to communicate in certain movements. One is the distance. This is why I wrote this thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. One is you may need to talk about the distance of the body or the center of weight from the floor, right? How high it is. So here it's far from the floor, here it's close to the floor. That's one
It's
thing.
a very good expression for them.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then second thing, I'm going to finish.
Sure.
Second thing is the distance of the feet from the floor. So you could be low, your body as a whole, or your center of weight, whichever you want to express it, could be down near the floor, but your feet could be high, a distance from the floor. And then the third thing is you want to be able to talk about the distance of the feet from each other. So in this case, they're close together, but suppose you did it with your legs apart.